It was a function that lasted close to 1.5 hours as the First Lady, Janet Kataha Museveni, officially took over the mantle as new Minister for Education from her predecessor, Jessica Alupo. Alupo briefed the new minister about the challenges faced by the ministry, key among which is the distribution of school land, especially in urban centers.
You may have to continue discussing on how to ensure that all school land is titled, and even schools are encouraged to have mechanisms of fencing their land through artificial means like planting trees, which is much more cost effective.
In her speech, the Minister for Education, who pledged to stir the ministry to greater heights, called for peace and harmonious working environment if she is to achieve her objective.
I want to stress that because personally, I am an animal that does not thrive where there is no peace and harmony. I cherish peace and harmony in a workplace. I'm willing to do everything it takes to stretch my hands, to hold hands with everybody on the team to make sure that we truly work together.
Also at the ceremony was Dr. Chrysostom Muyingo, Minister of State for Higher Education, who took over from Professor Sandy Stevens Tokodri Tokba, who was not reappointed.
And thank you for the guidance you gave me as you handed over the other time.
Outgoing Minister for Higher Education asked Mrs. Janet Museveni to get a task force to address with urgency the laws governing higher institutions of learning.
Is to appoint a task force to generate that final white paper. Now, I think he's still in the process, and I think that is an exercise I would request my brother here to take as a matter of urgency, because I think we need to address the laws governing our higher education. There are a lot of things in there which are inappropriate.
The same function also saw Muyingo hand over to his successor, Rosemary Seninde, the portfolio of Minister of State for Primary Education. Isabella Tugume for NBS Live at 9.